What is up? Elminator here, and we're gonna do a room tour, 2025 room tour. So this is one of my new setups right here. We'll talk about this right here, then we'll walk through the room, see what I've been up to. I don't post on YouTube a lot, so I just like to update people that follow me on what's going on. So right now we'll go over this build right here, what we're doing here. There's a whole bunch of wiring that needs to be cleaned up on the back of it, which I'll probably do in the fall when I go to PDX land. But right now, this whole circle thing right here is from Barrel Witch, which is a water cooling company, and it's called the Star One. But basically it has like distro water that runs all the way through it, and this is the pump down here, running a NVIDIA Founders Edition 4090. We're running up here, we're running the Intel 14900KS. It's a special edition overclocked chip. It's running at 6.2 gigahertz, running the Team Group T-Force RAM, running at DDR5 8200 at CAS 38. I'm running on the Asus ROG Maximus Apex Encore motherboard. It's like the best motherboard for overclocking. You know I love to overclock. There's the pump right there. So all the fittings here are by Bikeski, and they actually have RGB in every single fitting. And that's why we have these little wires running everywhere that I gotta try to make look nicer. You can kind of see the wires right there. From every fitting, there's a wire, because they have like LED lights inside the fittings. When I first put this together, I put two EK black radiators on the back with the Corsair fans, and those radiators weren't keeping up to keep all this cool because it's running so hot. So then I was like, I'm gonna get another radiator. So I got this big radiator here. This is the new Mora 400 radiator. They make a 600 that's bigger than this. But on here I have four Cooler Master 200 millimeter fans with the ARGB. And these fans here I couldn't find in the United States, so these ones I had to order from Europe to get them here. And the Mora Rad, the new Mora Rads are cool. They got like little LED stuff that you can put inside here to make the logo glow, and then they have a communication cable. It's right here. It's kind of hard to see, but that communication cable that goes from here, that ties back into here to the addressable RGB, and the fan header on here to basically take signal from here and brings it over to that little thing there, and it's like a passive system that controls the lights here. So all these lights here are controlled from the main computer, and the fan speeds are controlled from the main computer through that little communication cable. And of course, and then that communication cable also runs pump power, and also the addressable LEDs here on that there. So on the back here, you can kind of see, I'll go around to the back here. So we have two radiators back here, EK radiators, and the Corsair fans. These are the new, I think, RX series, the ones that kind of link together. And then, yeah, so that's the new computer there. Of course, all the other stuff I'm using is EK water blocks for the block for that, and the block for that is both EK. Now EK's been having some issues lately, but hopefully they can dig out of the hole that they've been in. It's a little mismanagement over there at EK. In my office here, I still have this PC that I built in 2018. This is running the Godlike, I think it's a Z390 Godlike motherboard, I'm pretty sure. And this is running a 9900K in here. I got Titan XP right there, and this computer here, I could never tear it apart because it was so cool looking. But I'll turn the power on that thing right now. Kind of loud when it takes off, but there's 9 fans here and 9 fans on the back, and you can see some of the fans, like that fan right there, is broken, not working anymore, and some of the fans, like the LEDs aren't working, and some of them aren't spinning as fast because all these fans I put in 2018 and it's 2025 now, so they've been running for like 7 years now. And these are Intermax fans. You can't even find those anymore. Those fans there. I've tried to look for new Intermax fans to replace these, and this model doesn't exist anymore. This computer here, I'm running, in both of my computers, I only run distilled water, that's it. I have this RGB cable here that I was using to test some stuff, but here in this computer, I have 2 pumps in here, and then I have, of course, 2 loops. You know, I have the CPU loop and the GPU loop independent from each other in this computer here. The monitor, I got this monitor, I don't even know, like 4 or 5 years ago. This was one of the first 1440p 240 hertz monitors that was available, and they only released like maybe 100 of them, and I snagged one up. And then after that, you couldn't get a 240 hertz monitor for like 6 months until some other manufacturers started getting them. But I was really fortunate to be one of the first to get a 1440p 240 hertz monitor. Now they're like, everybody makes them, like everybody and their mother makes them back in the day. I still do some streaming once in a while, so I have my mic here, and then I have a light here and a camera there, and then I have another camera right there that looks at that. I got my Google Home hub there, and then I have a Corsair mouse pad. I'm running the Apex Pro TKL 10 keyless keyboard Apex Pro SteelSeries, and I'm running the Razer Mamba Elite mouse. And of course I have a THX speakers back there. I have a couple speakers back there and a subwoofer down there. A little dusty. I need to do some dusting in here. I'm running their Logitech A50Xs on my headphones. Those are one of the best headphones I've ever had, wireless. That's my second monitor for my streaming stuff. And then in my office, I have just a bunch of collectible stuff up here. I got this is the Corvette that we got. I got the little hula girl from Hawaii. Got a J.P. Crawford bobblehead. PDX LAN. Water mug, water canteen thing. Pretty rare. I got a little headband. Little Stein from Germany. This is the Overwatch award at PDX LAN. Our team won first place. This little MSI dragon back here. That's a little Discord plushie up there. These are different rocks I've got from when I've traveled. Found cool rocks and I collect them. Back there is the Munich coin when we went to see the Seahawks in Germany. And then this is my New York taxi with the Empire State Building on top of it, I believe. We got that in New York last year, and a couple Lego sets I haven't put together. I almost dropped this here. And then another Statue of Liberty there, and then I have the Julio bobblehead, No Fly Zone, and a couple other bobbleheads, Darth Vader and Dumbledore. And then I have my sign that my wife got me not too long ago with my clan, that's my handle, my name in game, Elminator, and a bunch of different LAN badges from doing LAN parties over the years. CPU Magazine, they don't have CPU Magazine anymore, but I was on the front cover with 2 different builds, on this build here and this build here. These are some bullets we got off of an aircraft carrier or destroyer many years ago, me and my dad. This is a computer that I've ran before. I kind of have it torn apart right now, but I'm eventually put this one back together in due time. This is the Candy build that I did many years ago. I still have these AC Ryan fans here. These fans are like from, I don't even know, like they're probably like 15 years old. They don't make those kind of stuff anymore. I did grab some orange pipe for tubing. If I ever want to put this back together someday, and I might still do that. I love this computer. Up here, I've had like all the different Intel chips I've had over the years: 12,900K, 13,900K, 14,900K, and KS. I did D-Lid one time. I have a chip right here that's broken. So this is my attempt at delidding a 14900 KS. It totally broke the chip. You can see the other part of the chip is still on the IHS there. These are some Intel water blocks for AM4, I believe, and an old reservoir there, and old EK Velocity 1, I believe. And then I got some old sound cards from back in the day that I used to run sound cards. An old AMD, I think that's a 570 or 580, I believe. I think this is a 290X. And then here's an old HD Radeon 6870. And then a Ruby doll here. And they got some cool glasses there and the dragon there. And then down here I got some old boxes. I got boxes of all different hardware I've had over the years. And there's some really old stuff down here. There's a GeForce 4 video card there. And there's some really old stuff here. There's a Radeon 9000 Pro down there. And of course my Star Wars lightsaber that I got in Disney not too long ago. But yeah, that's basically what I've been up to lately. And this is my new build here that I just put together, kind of. I've been kind of working off and on it for like 9 months. This whole thing I put together one time and it started not working on me. So I tore the whole thing apart and just found out it was only the memory that was bad. So I remade the memory and it's working just fine now. And the games I'm playing right now is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Invasion Game Type. They just had an update today, so the game's not connecting for some reason. It's having some issues. And I'm playing Overwatch. I took a break from Overwatch, but they have Overwatch Classic out right now, so I've been playing that lately. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section about anything that I do here. And we will see you guys on the next one.